welcome back to Bassboxing.Outdoors. Today we're going to do a little tanker review. We're going to continue our little series we've got going on with all these baits. Today I'm going to do the Texas rig, and we're going to do the crawls today. You know, with all the snow and stuff, I haven't been able to get none of my packages in, so hopefully this week we will get them in, and I'll be able to start doing some more unboxings and stuff like that. I do have ideas for a couple of new box companies that I've been looking at that I haven't seen on YouTube, so I'm thinking about giving them a shot. So be on the lookout for that. Don't forget about our 300th subscriber giveaway. If you ain't entered on that, make sure to get in on it. We also have the last Sunday giveaway to get in on if you haven't gotten in on that. Don't forget, every other Sunday we have a giveaway, so there's plenty of chances to win something. You know, even if you just do the every other Sunday giveaway, you got plenty of chances of winning. And that's not including, you know, the giveaways that I do at every 100 subscribers. I believe we're at 330 or 331, so like I said, you know, 20 more subscribers, I'll add a couple of more lures to that one box, the 300 subscriber giveaway. So if y'all want to, keep on pushing that bad boy out and get some more people in here to subscribe to it. That way we can make that box bigger. Anyways, I want to say thank y'all for liking, subscribing, and commenting. Y'all been doing good on that. I really appreciate that. So yeah, like I said, we're going to do this. All these Texas rigs are the same. 3/4 ounce weight. I've got a bead stopper. I pegged mine. That's how I fish with them. And a 3/0 Googan heavy hammer hook. That's another thing that I use. So all of them are rigged the same, so there's no differences. So anyways, sit back and enjoy. Let's get on over to the tank. So hey y'all, welcome to the tank. So yeah, anyways, like I said, we're just gonna do a little tank review on these crawls and their Texas rig style. I know a lot of y'all have asked for that, so let's hop right on into it. First up is going to be this Thunderhawk Camel crawl, and this one is in a watermelon red. So all in all, it doesn't look too bad at all. I mean, it sits on the bottom like it should. I mean, the pinchers are sitting there kind of floating around. I noticed the pinchers have a lot of action on the up and down, but depending on which way it lands, I mean, it's not too bad at all. Nothing special about it. But I think that these would work really good on a slow retrieve. Probably behind like a chatterbait or something, because those pinchers are just so thick. And I think they would just displace a lot of water. Kind of like the Kraken crawl and the Rage crawl. But all in all, not too bad. The next two I don't have no packaging for, because I've got them all in my boxes. So the first one up is going to be the Christy Craw. I know a lot of people fish with these. So yeah, I'll tell you, the action on this one is a lot better than what it was whenever it was rigged, you know, on the stand-up head. The pinchers, I guess, with the extra weight, has more action on them. So I'm really impressed with that. So all in all, it don't look too bad. Looks pretty good. So that's the Yum Christy Craw. Next up, we have the Rage Craw. And this is in Okeechobee Craw. And like I said, it has a lot of action on the way up and on the way down. But to me, there's like literally no natural buoyancy to it. It just falls over. That's the only thing that disappoints me between the Rage Craw and the Kraken Craw. None of them have got any kind of buoyancy whatsoever. Y'all see that? I mean, it just lays down. It don't even like try to even semi-float. But I mean, a lot of people catch them off of them. I mean, so it must work. I know a lot of people use them as a trailer though, and behind like a jig head or something. But tremendous action. But as far as on a Texas rig, I don't care for it. And that's just my opinion. Because it just lays over. I mean, there's no standing up. I mean, it falls over on the side and everything. So I'm not too impressed with that. Like I said, lots of action, just not for me. Alright, so let's move on to the next. Alright, so next up we're going to have the net bait Paca Slim. It's in an Okeechobee flare. Not too bad of action. As you can see, I mean, it's got a little bit of buoyancy in it, and a little bit of action in the claws. Not too much. But all in all, not too bad of a looking bait. So anyways, that's your net bait Paca Slim. Next up, we're gonna do the Z-Man Punch Craw. And this is in a California craw. And as you can see, not a whole lot of action going on. But one thing it does have going for it, it's buoyant. So it stands up in that defensive posture like it needs to. as you can see right there, I mean, it's just gonna wave around down there, sitting on the bottom. I mean, that's a good looking bait right there. That's how it should look. Not only that, my way of thinking is if it keeps your bait off the bottom from laying flat on the bottom like that, chances are you're probably not going to get hung up as much. And that's just my opinion, but it's keeping that sharp end of the hook up off the bottom. Y'all can see right there, see it's waving around. I mean, you can't ask for a better acting bait. Like I said, the claws ain't got a tremendous action, but they're spread apart just like crawdads would be, and it's doing what it's supposed to do. So, anyways, that's your Z-Man punch crawl. Next up is going to be the power bait chigger crawl. If you want to know which one won for the most stinkiest, it would be this one. That's one thing about power bait. They got some scent to their baits. Alright. As you can see, this one got a little bit of buoyancy to it too. Not much, but it's got enough to kind of lift it up off the bottom, which is what I like. Claws are sitting there just flapping around in there, so to me that's a good presentation. And like I said, it's not just falling flat to the bottom. So I gotta say, I'm impressed with this one as well. So anyways, there's your power bait chigger crawl. Let's move on to the next. Alright, so next up is gonna be the Z-Man Pro Crawl. And this is in the dill color. And look at that. Now that looks good. That thing's got so much buoyancy in it. I mean, that's just, it's got a slow fall. I mean, that right there looks really good. I like that. I don't think anybody can complain that that don't look good. That's how a crawl should look. So anyways, there's your Z-Man, the Pro Crawl. Next up is one of my favorites. It's the 10,000 fish saw crawl. And this one's in a green pumpkin. And we'll see see if it looks any better than the Kraken Craw or the Pro Craw. And see, it seems like all the ones with the real good action on it, with the real good flappers, don't have any buoyancy to them. It's like they just fall over. Yeah, I mean, this is the same thing as the Rage Craw does. And like I said, this is one of my favorite ones, and I didn't even realize it done that. I mean, there's no buoyancy to them whatsoever. And like I said, it seems like every one of them that has real good action with their flappers are the ones that seem to fall over so easily. And you don't want a bait to hit the bottom and then just fall over. Not in my opinion. So anyways, y'all know I'm not biased now. Because like I said, this is one of my favorite crawls. Has tons of action, cheap for the price. And like I said, it ain't doing no better than the Rage Craw. We haven't seen the Kraken Craw yet, but I got a feeling the Kraken Craw is going to be the same way. So anyways, there's the 10,000 fish saw crawl. Next up is the one we were just talking about, the Googan Kraken Craw. Let's see if it has any better buoyancy than the Kraken Craw or the saw craw. I mean the Rage Craw or the saw craw. I know it's going to have about the same action. Nope. See, that's what I was talking about. They all just fall over. Any of them that have got real tremendous action like that fall over. And I mean, there's like no buoyancy whatsoever. It doesn't slowly fall down to the bottom. It hits bottom and lays right over. That's crazy. Like I said, looks good. The flappers does its job. But I'm going to go, the Z-Man Pro Crawl is my favorite. As far as being able to handle sitting up at the bottom and everything. I mean, that right there, that kind of makes me mad. Any of them that have got any kind of action fall straight over. So anyways, there's your Googan Kraken Craw. Alright guys and gals, we're down to the final 3. Let's see who wins it. First up, we're going to do the Yum Spine Craw. There we go. And like I said, them little claws have a little bit of action, but see how slow it falls down compared to the Rage Craw and the Googan Kraken Craw and the Saw Craw. I mean, it hits and then it kind of just slowly falls over. That's a little bit better than the other ones. But they don't have nowhere near the action the other ones have either. So that's your Yum Spine Craw. Next up, we're going to have the Power Bait Champ Craw. I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed with it. Because even whenever it falls over, it still stands on its top with the pinchers kind of floating up and flapping around. What do y'all think? That looks pretty good to me. So that was the Berkeley Champ Craw. Next up is the 13 Fishing Wobble Craw. Let's fix that real quick. Well, it looks pretty good to me. Got plenty of action with the little rabbit ears. It's got a little bit more buoyancy than most of them. But then again, like I said, anytime you got action with them pinchers, you get them to where they kind of fall over a little bit quicker. I mean, its presentation looked good, which all of them do, except for whenever they hit the bottom, they just fall over. So that's your 13 Fishing Wobble Craw. Well, that's going to do it for today, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Stay tuned to the next one, and I think next one we're going to be doing the creature/beaver baits. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Continue to hit that thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed night.